Hello, gamer holders. Decky, you don't have to rush. You can just eat. It's fine.
Just eat.
Like, they don't care. They don't mind. Hey, gamer holders. We're back. Episode 81. We are getting. We're really getting up there with our episode numbers. We've got. We had Squeaks on last week. Kings is back. Aqua is here. Dekie is. There in New York City. Dekie's traveling. He's on a laptop that's in a language he can't understand. Nice of him to join us, even with the immense hurdles he had to overcome today getting onto this.
They've got a full day today too. I'm like worried. You have a lot going on.
We yesterday well, I'm in New York. I wanted to hang out with Aqua. I had maybe misjudged about when this Subathon was going to happen, and I was all like, it's gotta be at the start of this week. After like Thursday last week, I was like, well, it's not this Thursday. It's gotta be at the start of this next week. So I was like, I'm going to New York. I'm going to hang out, and then I'll just go up for the Subathon. It'll be great. Mm-hmm. And today's Sunday, and it doesn't look like it's at the start of this week. So,
finally, a sequel to Escape from New York, starring Dekie. He's stuck for at least. I mean, I can't imagine it wouldn't. We are anticipating it for when this comes out today.
The day this comes out. Yeah, right now.
It's wiping today or wiped already, and we'll be locked in that room where Kings is right there. All of us
will be in there
sweating. Just like last time. So hopefully it works out.
There's new contraptions, new craziness that Z-Chum did. I bought an arcade machine and a pinball machine in order to make this a little bit more interesting.
I had this awesome idea that I don't think Kings is going to allow, but it's a car horn that I found.
How loud? It depends how loud and how.
It's as loud as a car's horn.
We'll see. If
that might. I love that. Press your hand
but...
on your steering wheel. It's about that loud.
I do want to stay in this house and not be kicked out, but we will see what we can allow.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
We could stand outside and see how far the sound travels.
Big things happening when this episode is live. Hopefully, we are planning for just off of like things. BSG has like tweeted, and the Escape from Tarkov account has tweeted, and like rumors going around that. We're thinking the 30th, and from like that last update they posted, there was like a date in the corner.
Exactly, the date-ish thing in the corner.
So now we're like, okay, maybe the 30th. So we're all planning to go on the 30th for a big subathon. So maybe after listening, go check out Aqua's Twitch, see if we're live. Maybe we are, maybe we aren't. Maybe we're still setting up.
God damn, I hope so.
But
maybe it'll just be me sitting here like normal. I don't know.
Everyone shows up. Where's the Subathon? It's just Aqua picking his nose, playing Mario.
Playing AoE or whatever.
This is my 16-star speed run. That
you know, it'd be an awesome start to the Subathon is Aqua goes live and everyone's quiet and we have a green screen behind him. And
it's just that. Yeah,
it's that behind him. And Aqua's like, "Hey guys, so about the Subathon," and then he pulls the screen down and he goes, "It's starting right now!" And we're all like behind him.
Sick.
That would be sick.
All right, cut this out. Never mind. We're using that.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So
guys,
about
sorry, the Subathon was canceled, but just fucking kidding.
We're all behind him. Like, yeah, let's go.
The car horns going on.
The lights are flashing.
We should actually do that.
All right, people who watch this, forget about forget you heard any of that.
Yeah, forget you heard it. That's fine.
Yeah.
Pretend you didn't hear a single thing we just said. Or maybe
we already did it, and it was earlier today.
True.
And you loved it. You loved it.
We'll probably do that before this actually comes out, so maybe, yeah. All right, we got it. Check and mate, viewers. We got you. We're going to get you twice.
Dekie, how are you enjoying New York City? How long have you been there? A day or two?
2 days.
What do you think? What do you think about New York City?
It's fantastic.
Really?
I really like.
You guys seemed tired and unhappy yesterday when we saw each other.
I'm definitely tired.
That was hanging out with you, Aqua. That wasn't the city.
Oh, right. Yeah.
That was just the Aqua experience.
Yeah, they were happy until I saw the smile leave their face when we actually met up with each other on the street.
They were like skipping and like laughing, and as you locked eyes, they went like,
Aqua.
Oh wow. I mean, I've been here like once before for a funeral, so that was a lot of fun. But I really like New York. It's like super condensed. I like cities, and it's all of that. I don't like paying. Tanya and I could eat like 3 meals together in Mexico for the price of one of us eating here. So that's one thing. Shit's so goddamn expensive.
Yeah.
But no, like the city itself, I love. Yeah, it's awesome.
You are coming from like in terms of expensiveness. In terms,
like one of the cheapest places to live in the world,
the cheapest to one of the most expensive. That's a big leap there. So,
Dekie wipes out his life savings going to New York City.
Like I said, wipe the fucking game, Nikita.
every day, Dekie's in New York City.
Trip.
The worst part is
more and more.
Yes, it's like right after all this inflation and fucking. He's like, I can make it. I can make it to Monday wipe. It'll be fine. My bank account won't be empty. And then it's like, oh, by the way, we're delaying that shit.
That's true, and inflation and everything. Yeah. You're like, this is the worst time to go.
Dekie, you should rip out your phone and just do a walking on the street live stream.
Mm-hmm.
That would
Something
be,
like
yeah,
that.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, New York's awesome. I like it a lot. Yeah.
When I went to New York, I love visiting. I would never live there. I just couldn't live in that.
I love New York.
Visiting is amazing.
A little heart.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's difficult to live in New York.
Especially when you're not used to it.
There's a level of stress that you have to like adapt to, like a baseline. Like every time you go outside, it's just like very stimulating, and there's a lot going on, and it smells like pee a lot. A lot of pee. It's a lot of urine. You got to watch where you're walking. I remember when I first moved to New York City, I stepped in dog shit like almost every day.
People yelling at you.
That's how you spot a tourist, if they're looking around versus just looking at the ground. If you're looking at the ground, you're a real New Yorker.
If a tourist has like, if someone has shit covered, boots, and they're just like staring up at the light.
That's a tourist, yeah.
Tourist. He stepped in shit. He wasn't looking where he was going.
I don't
hate New York City. I fucking hate it so much. It's just too much shit. I went to the mall the other day, dude, and that was too much for me. I was like, the noises, the people. Shut up. I had to buy some shoes. I was like, God, shut up. Everybody, shut up. I can't stand New York. There's like, what's with everybody honking their fucking horn all the time? Like it's gonna make things speed up. Like,
that pisses
nothing's
got
it's not
stuff
changing
to do.
anything. The last time I heard a horn get honked in my fucking hometown? Probably 6 years ago.
1987.
All right.
Last time we honked was 1987. That was because there was a deer in the middle of the road.
Called the local sheriff's office. They said there hasn't been a horn honking incident since 1980. Okay. In a small town like this, we don't honk our horns. What do they think it's gonna do? Like, maybe if I just smash my fucking horn a bunch, they'll move faster. You don't think they want to move too?
Dude, when I was in New York, my cab driver hit the cab in front of me and pushed him a little bit, and I fucking loved it. I was like, this is cool.
It's like bumper cars.
Yeah, they push each other a little bit.
Tapping is very loud. Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't let you can't stop on sidewalks or something like that, and he didn't give quite enough room for him to stop and let us out or something. So he pushed the guy a little bit and just okay.
There's nowhere every time I've been in New York City, I feel like there's nowhere I can escape to where it's quiet. There's always people in every room you go to. And if it's
that's
maybe
the
I can
baseline. That's the baseline level of stress that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You're always just inundated with people.
I feel like I'm always in a crowded mall and there's nowhere you can go to just have a minute to
I can
think.
Exactly. I can take that for about, 72 hours. After that,
I can take it for about 72 seconds.
The funniest part was we flew into Newark and we get off in one of the workers there at the airport. He was like getting off work, and it was like on Friday, and he's like goes up to this other dude. He's like, "Hey, boss man, appreciate you hanging out today. I'm gonna hope you have a good weekend." And he's got this super like New Jersey accent, and Tawny was all like, "It's a
That guy's in the mafia. He's in the mafia."
That's Polly Walnuts from The Sopranos.
But like it was just like the first thing was like super New Jersey accent.
yeah.
Just
That's
doing,
who they
like-
based Tony Soprano off of.
Yeah.
But no, it's been really good. A lot more relaxing trip this time too. So it's been good.
I went to New Jersey once for a thing. I think that it might dox me really bad if I say what I went to New Jersey for.
It was a thing. Yeah.
It was a thing. It's just a thing. And I fucking hated it. Sorry to all the New Jersey listeners out there, but I hated that more than I hated New York City. I would almost rather be just like overwhelmed with sounds
Everyone
and people
in New York hates New Jersey too.
than feeling
Not
like
really. It's like a rivalry though.
Like a weird, yeah.
I had to drive through like all of New Jersey to get to this event, and I halfway through feared for my life. I think it was like
Driving in New Jersey is weird. They have like weird highways, like the express
Yeah, it was-
highway, and then the
it was the
local one. It is
weirdest
so
shit.
fucking stressful because you can only get off the express one in certain places.
and then you end
they,
up
like-
getting you get on, and then you're like, oh, but I gotta get off there, and you have to drive another 20 minutes
Yeah.
to get off to loop back around to like
Yeah, it's so dumb.
man.
Because the express one isn't any less
invented-
traffic, really,
who
or anything.
invented New Jersey? Who would have thought
it's the
that was
worst.
a good idea?
When I drive through Boston, it fucking pisses me off because there's so many exits like on and off and on and off. So when I'm driving through, and always the GPS doesn't fucking know because Boston's constantly in every city, but Boston especially is constantly changing their fucking roadways. Like it's construction 24/7, and they've got a new exit or whatever. So my thing always tells me to get off just to get back on to the fucking interstate, and luckily I now know. But one
Sometimes
time I
it's to like
pulled
skip
off,
traffic.
pulled in,
but
pulled
yeah.
off. It was so bad.
You guys as parents do this thing where you have to like drive somewhere or meet them somewhere, and they start going like, but make sure you take interstate, make sure you take this exit before here because it's a lot faster. And it's like, Mom, I'm pretty sure the computer in my pocket that calculates routes
No,
knows the fastest route. And like, no, make sure you take the east express. And Mom, I know what I'm doing. Okay, the computer
you don't.
knows how to get there. I'll make it
I've
to
been
dinner.
driving for
It
40
depends.
years. Whatever. 50
depends.
years I've been
Mom,
driving.
I'm
there.
gonna make it to dinner. Okay. I'm pretty sure the 2-minute time save on your weird fuck ass route is. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna make it. Okay.
It is kind of amazing though. Those GPS things put you there like almost exactly when they say. It's
Yeah.
pretty
And they, like,
remarkable.
and-
Well, they
it,
can
like,
update and
adjusts for
calculate based
your-
on traffic
That's
too
true.
sometimes, which is
That's
great.
true as
Yeah.
well.
It adjusts based. I had what I was. I had my fucking. Whose car was I? Was driving my mom's car, and it had like some sort of map system built in where it showed a little like police icon, like next to the highway, like where he hides. And like as I drove past, he was there, just like hiding,
Yeah.
and it showed like.
It's their common speed trap spots. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it got like reported enough time
Yeah.
on like Android Auto or something, and then they were like, "Hey, there's a cop here," and get fucked, police. I slowed down in time.
Radar detectors are illegal, but just reporting it and telling everyone's not.
Yeah, I know, right?
So anyway, me, Mr. Dekie, and Tanya met up last night. We took a nice little walk around. We met up downtown, and we went out to a restaurant. And I actually found a place where Dekie liked the food. It was
Wow.
incredible.
It's a miracle.
And
amazing chicken sandwich. Yeah,
I
delicious.
told you it was good. He ordered it like it comes with all this nice slaw and pickles and sauce on it. He's like,
scared.
he said verbatim, like, I'll have the chicken sandwich, but like just chicken and bread. Take out all the stuff, just chicken and bread. And they were like, All right.
I can't even say
Uh,
plain anymore. I used to say plain, but they still always put like they're like plain means, but he wants the basic stuff on there, doesn't he? And I'm like, no,
Yeah,
I don't
well,
want the basic shit.
He
most
still
people
wants
do.
pickles, and he still wants ketchup, and he still wants
Yeah.
cheese. You know, plain.
But yeah, we had a nice time, and then we ordered like some appetizer that was like basically like a mini like steak and cheese but it was in like a spring roll crust almost, sort of.
Okay.
So I got him to try that, and of course, right when he was trying it, the waitress walked over, and he was like, "Oh man, now I have to disappoint her and everything." It was like a review in front of the person who worked at the restaurant. She was very friendly, by the way. Oh my god,
think
she
was
talked to us
very high. Yeah,
I think she was drunk or on drugs or something. Yeah, I've never had a server so involved with us before. It was really
she showed
something.
us cartoons on her phone.
She did. She was like, I like made a joke about something, or someone did, and then she's like, "Oh wait, that reminds me of this cartoon that was like so loosely based on what we were talking about.
It
made
had
no
nothing
sense.
to do with what we were talking about.
Yeah, and she made us like, and it was like that thing where like your friend shows you a funny video and like holds it up on their phone,
And you're
It's
like,
and you look at the time on it, and it's like 10 minutes long.
yes,
and you're like,
it was literally that, and we were just watching this video on her phone. And we were just like, yeah, it's really funny, but we don't know why you're showing this to us.
so can I get back to eating? Or
Yeah.
and she's just so high, and she has the munchies. She's just eating some of your food while you're watching.
She was definitely. I wouldn't have been surprised if she just like took some fries off our plate or whatever.
she like puts her elbows on the
Just so
table
you know,
and starts.
She didn't work there. That was just some crazy person.
She's a homeless woman. Well, yeah, but it was nice. We had a good time. She was friendly. She was a nice.
Yeah, she was a nice.
She was
lady.
definitely on something though.
If
Probably.
she's watching the podcast right now, the chicken sandwich was great, and you.
Yeah,
were
we had a
too.
great time.
Thanks.
Yeah, thank you. I don't
Maybe
think she's
she was
watching. Let's
just-
be
Thanks
honest.
for getting high during
She's
your
gonna
shift.
show it to her next customers on her phone. This podcast
talked
is
about me.
talking about me. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Shows her the full hour. No, this is when it gets good though. Yeah. They mentioned me at 18 minutes and 30 seconds.
I do have something bad to admit.
Okay.
I don't know how much detail will go in, but where I met Aqua yesterday, you guys know I have a peeing issue where I urinate quite a bit, especially if I drink certain liquids. Aqua, on the way back to the subway, I couldn't hold it.
So
Did you pee on the side of a building? Like in Big Daddy?
No, he
This
pissed
is like what I
himself.
Not
say.
just any building, Aqua.
No. He peed on the Freedom Tower. Disrespect.
I was dying. I was dying. They have the, they have little stairs that go down there's like all around, there's little stairs that go down, but there's like a door blocked off down there, and I told Tony to watch out, tell me if they were coming.
Dekie pissed on the Freedom Tower.
Dekie, quick question. If someone did come, would you like actually try to stop midstream and like what the fuck are you gonna do?
Well, yeah, I was gonna stop midstream and be like, hey, I thought this was a subway. I'm a tourist.
What hasn't Dekie pissed on?
And there's piss on the, like there's just a puddle of piss, and they're like, well, why is there a piss sitting right at your feet?
It was so dumb because I literally peed like goddamn 30 minutes before, but I'd drunken a couple of beers and beer goes straight through me, and I was just like, we were walking back, and I was like, oh my god, it was one of the greatest pees of my life, and
That's why it smells like pee in New York City all the time, because people like Dekie just pee on buildings all the time.
We'll make sure not to put this out till Dekie's out of New York.
I'm sorry, New York. I'm sorry.
We'll wait for the statute of limitations to expire on Dekie's
had I
pissing.
known, I would have chose a different meetup point. I figured, like, they're staying downtown. I was like, what's an easy place we could meet up, right? They're like, how about the Freedom Tower? You can see it from everywhere. You can't miss it. They don't know where they're going. We'll meet up there. Had I known you were going to pee on it later.
Just we'll make sure Decky says allegedly somewhere in there.
Yes,
Yeah.
allegedly this happened. Definitely.
Allegedly.
Yes.
They like extradite people in Mexico to arrest you for public urination.
Dude, I was just waiting for like a cop to fucking open the door that I was like,
Oh my
steps
God.
down, and I was like,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna have to call Kings and be like, Kings, I just got arrested.
I
for
need you to
public
bail me out.
urination.
Yeah.
Can you get me out? And I
That
was
building
like, oh
is
my
a
God.
symbol of resilience and strength for the people of New York and this country as a whole.
And listen, it wasn't a disrespectful piss. It was a supportive piss.
He was marking his territory as a former
honorary
American.
Jesus.
I was also, this is a highly policed area too. This is not the place.
It
but
is.
I couldn't get anywhere. It was like, believe me, I had spent my time trying to find a restroom in time.
God damn, you peed at the restaurant.
I know, and it was close before we left.
Our slush fund for the company needs to be a little bit bigger if this type of thing's going to happen. I don't know how many bailouts I can have in our slush fund. Holy shit.
That's like the third time since I've been in New York that I was like desperately in search of a restroom. It has been bad. But
It's tough. Yeah, that's a hard part. You got to be a little strategic.
Yeah. But
Starbucks.
Ask George Costanza, right? He'll tell you the best bathroom.
Best toilets in the city.
That's like a very real thing, though. You have to find like places you can go. You know, if you're just out on the move, it's not so easy.
Yeah, where am I going to spend a bunch of money so they let me piss in their toilet? You know, like that's.
Yeah.
I picked up my sister from the airport last week, and driving home, the airport's like an hour away. Driving home, I was like, I have to piss. I have
Pull
to
over.
stop. I gotta go to the bathroom. And conveniently, there was like on the interstate, there was a sign that was like gas exit, and there was like 3 gas stations. I was like, okay, one of them has to have a bathroom. So I pull off. The sun had just set, and it just got dark. And I pull off, and I'm like, I get like a left or right, and it's like Sunoco or like 2 other gas stations. I was like, I'll just go to the Sunoco. I turn left, I pull in, and it is the most like sketchy fucking rundown, like lights flickering, like Sunoco I've ever been at. And I go in, no one's in there. There wasn't a cashier. There wasn't anybody shopping. There were no cars out in the getting gas. There was nothing. And I like wandered in. I'm like, okay, I have to go to the bathroom. Is this place closed? And I go in, and like one of the lights are like off in the back aisle, and it's like a horror movie Sunoco. And I I was like, fuck it, I gotta go to the bathroom. So I wander to the bathroom. I get in there. I get up to the urinal. Start going to the bathroom, and out of fucking nowhere, this other guy comes in, walks in, and I was like, okay, I don't know where this guy fucking came from. Walks in, rips like complete ass next to me, and just like doesn't say anything about it, and then walks up to the urinal next to me and just starts taking a piss. And I was like, just so shocked by his like total Chad attitude.
How old
about
was
it.
he?
Older.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Old men are disgusting. They don't give a fuck.
he waited until the store was empty. He was the only person out there, but he waited till he got into the
went to the
restroom
bathroom.
with one other person in it, and then he just like.
That's where you do it, though. When you're old, if you're in that room, all bets are off. You're here to do one thing.
When I have to
fart and piss.
When I have to fart, I get up from here, go to the bathroom, and fart, and then come back down.
Do you really? Even when you're sitting down there by yourself? Okay.
But
I walked
that's
back
what
out
some
to my
people
car.
say is like, go to the bathroom to fart. It's like, what the?
I think he was like a ghost, because I walked back out to my car, and there was no other cars out there. No one was getting gas. No one was in the parking lot.
The fart ghost, yeah.
I don't think he worked there because he didn't have like 7-Eleven attire or anything, or Sunoco or attire on.
Maybe it was a Pavlovian response to being in the bathroom. Like his body knew, like, oh, this is the time to push that gas. You know what I mean? He was just let it rip.
He's been doing it for 60 years. He's not going to stop now because Z-Chump's taking a piss, you know?
No, so we all have significant others here, right? You guys fart in front of your significant other?
Never.
Never?
Not once.
Never. Is
No.
also
I
Also never.
really Kings.
Yeah, I don't really don't think so intentionally. I had when I was sleeping one time and she laughed because I was like almost it didn't like wake me up, but like I repositioned, and as repositioning or whatever, I just like farted, and I didn't know about it because I was sleeping or half asleep. But she told me the next morning how she laughed so hard because I just like
Yeah,
move,
that's fair. That happens with everybody. Yeah. I think I only have like a handful of times over like 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
It happens once in a while. We try not to, but some people just like fart all over each other in their relationship. Like it's like
You
a
just
point
have
of
to
pride.
rip off that Band-Aid.
Yeah, once you open that cap, they just flow. I just go to I'll just like strategically be like, oh, I have to get a glass of water or something.
Oh,
Or,
I
you
have
know.
to go look at the wall in the kitchen.
Yeah.
God, has this wall always looked like that? All right, I'm coming back.
Or-
I'm ready.
Or you just let it seep out slowly, and like if there's an odor issue, you blame the dog. It's pretty easy. That works.
Goddamn dog.
That dog stinks.
This hotel room smells like shit. Oh my God.
Speaking of that, my dog just like doesn't. Yeah, he just farts randomly. Like he just doesn't care. And then you just like look at him, and he just let one rip. Why
There must
not?
be a dog in this hotel room. What the fuck?
He's
when
an easy
we were-
blame during. He's an easy blame during the subathon, guys. So if you want an excuse, you can just.
Okay, perfect. When we were in Italy for our honeymoon, we were in Venice, and I remember we went out to dinner one night, got back to the hotel room, and it just smelled like shit, like actual shit. And I was like, oh my God, I think like the maid came in or something and just dropped some heat in our bathroom. Like I was pretty sure that's what was going on.
Something back up or something.
Or it was like a gas leak or something. It really stunk. We were like, is there like a gas leak in here? Because like, we started Googling that it could smell like rotten eggs,
It can,
like a gas leak.
Because they inject that really bad odor into gas. That way you know if it's a gas leak.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's what we were thinking. Like maybe like, oh fuck, are we gonna like die in our sleep in this hotel room? So we called down, like, it really stinks in our room. Like, this is bad. Like, what's going on? Is there like a gas leak or something? They're like, oh shit. Let me send someone up. And then this like Italian man comes up, speaks no English. He comes in and goes like, and he goes, no gas. And we're like, okay. and we're like, what's going on? And he's like, no gas. And he's like, and he just goes like this, turns around and leaves. And then like after a little bit, they call back up to us, and they're like, yeah, it's not a gas leak. That's just like old Venetian pipes. Like when it's like low tide, the gas comes up through like the sink from like low tide in Venice.
Okay,
and it's really gross. Sorry. It's just like how it is here. Certain times of day, like the old sewage like flows right into like the canal or something, and it like goes back up through
You're
the
just
drain.
smelling thousands of people's shit. In
Yeah,
Venice.
thousands of years of like gross Venetian water and
They
low
don't got-
tide.
They don't got pee traps in Venice. They never learned
No,
how to
they
make a
probably
fucking
do,
pee
but
trap.
like I don't know how exactly it happened, but
Probably
like
got
through
one
some of the
straight
buildings.
pipe.
It's all
Somewhere.
just a big
Yeah.
excuse. No, the maid totally just shit all in your fucking goddamn.
She
That
probably
could
shit
be.
in your bed.
That could be.
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
guy.
And they're like ignorant Americans. We can tell them it's the Venetian pipes. It was probably the maid herself on the phone. She's like, "Fucking goddamn idiots."
That guy that came up to
I
smell
took
for
an
the
upper
gas.
decker in those
It
fucking
was him.
Americans' bathroom.
That guy that came to smell for the gas literally just came up because he had a fart. And he just came up, ripped ass, and then
Yeah.
left.
It's a perfect place. They'll never know.
We've literally talked about piss and shit for the last 30 minutes.
I love
But,
it. Why not?
Hey, you don't get to say that, all right,
Yeah,
Mr.
no, believe
Freedom,
me.
Mr. Freedom Tower pisser. You started this, okay? You started this with a direct attack on our nation. Okay?
if they had caught me, they could have charged me with terrorism. Goddamn it!
A terrorist from Mexico soiling U.S. soil.
We have captured a Mexican foreign national in a direct attack on New York City. A chemical attack on New York City.
Biological warfare.
He's biological warfare on New York City.
As I said, the slush.
There's the title. That's the title of this episode, probably.
Yep.
Yeah, well, all right.
Almost as all right as today's episode sponsor.
Woo!
We just talked about shit and ass and piss for 30 minutes, so it's probably a good time to talk about shaving your balls as well. I feel like it naturally
might as well
works in
look
there.
good when you're pissing out in New York City.
If you're gonna piss out in public, you might as well look good while you do it.
Oh my
Gentlemen,
God.
all men strive for gold in their life, right? Gold medals, gold watches, gold everything. However, there is a certain type of man who goes the extra mile. He walks with confidence, with the confidence of an eagle, and giggles in the face of danger. He's a big, hairless, winning machine, and when he unzips his pants, he sees platinum. That's right. Manscaped. Manscaped would like to introduce you to their best and biggest ultimate hygiene bundle yet. The Platinum Package 4.0. Manscaped is the leader in below-the-waist grooming. Now trust them with the whole shebang. Join the 4 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped by going to manscaped.com for 20% off, plus free shipping with the code GAMERHOLE. That's 20% off, plus free shipping with code GAMERHOLE. GAMERHOLE, no space. Manscaped, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode. This little piss-isode, if you will. Appreciate you guys.
Why not?
Thank you.
Yeah, why not?
Thanks, Manscaped. Man, what a pitch that was. They're really every time their writing gets better. It's crazy. Good for them.
So have you guys seen? I'm sure you have by now. The Dolly Mini images.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I saw some of those.
They really blew up. I remember talking
Is
to
this an
Wellens.
NFT or something?
No. Remember the
No.
AI generated images?
meme,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Generated images. I remember talking to Wellens' brother about that. Like, he was so on this like 4 months ago. He's like,
Yeah,
"Have
when
you
it was
heard
still
about-"
beta and no one had access. Yeah.
Zeecham, have you heard about that Dolly thing?
We
Uh,
talked about it on the podcast once.
Yeah,
so.
I remember mentioning it a little bit, but then like somebody got access to like they're handing out access to the actual AI like really slowly. Somebody got it and they did like a really light, dumbed down version of it that doesn't create as like intense images, but just like rough
Yeah.
bubbles of it. Holy shit. I am like I think YouTube thumbnail creation is gonna go out the window.
AI is going to do it all. Yeah.
Honestly, I think people who get paid to make thumbnails might be in trouble in the next 5 years. I think it might be over.
Really?
Yeah, I think it might be.
Yeah,
done.
no, it will be. AI is going to do it.
Or
I want to
at
make
least,
a thumbnail now with like the dumbed down version.
or you'll at least reach out to like.
It's a good idea. I'm gonna do that. Sorry.
Or you'll at least like reach out to someone who now operates
Who has
the
access,
AI,
and
who
they
has
will
access
at
to
least
it,
do
yeah.
half of it with.
and they'll make it, and they'll make it. And it'll just be like Tarkov thumbnail holding a cat, like
Yeah, and then-
Tarkov PMC holding cat, and it'll just be like a Tarkov PMC
Good.
holding a cat.
The-
My
the
least favorite
crazy
thing
thing-
is making thumbnails.
The crazy thing about the AI is the fact that you can spend hours getting a 3D thumbnail using like you have to model it and do like crazy stuff to get this 3D thumbnail, quote unquote, and they like this AI will do it in 2 seconds, right? Like
Yeah, I think thumbnail creators are going to be in trouble.
right. And people pay, a lot of money for the 3D specific thumbnails, and people take a lot of time to make them. And if you can pay an AI or just have a guy who has the AI do it, you're obviously not going to pay a lot of money for.
I think we're gonna get some really cool porn out of this.
Yeah, probably.
I think we're gonna,
Is the
I think
AI
we-
going to do
I
movies
haven't-
then too?
Yeah, I haven't fucked with it. Can you? Yeah, can you like write in like
yeah, it's just not great. I've done like
alien gets fucked by human?
I did
Well,
like
the dumbed down version's not
Alex
great.
Jones with giant tits, and it did like an okay
Ooh,
one, but
nice.
it's just not great. But with the real AI, I mean, I'm sure you can. There's going to be like a lot of like bias in where it gets its images from and where
Yeah.
it gets its data from, so you might end up with like some really weird shit based on where it like learns from. But I'm sure you could make some sort of image of Dekie having sex with a building or something.
Age of Empires.
Age of
villager
Empire
porn.
villager porn.
I have looked that up before, and
What?
no, it was something on my Discord, but
Okay.
but no, I've actually literally looked up Age of Empires porn, and it in fact it does not exist. Instead, I found some
What?
like weird computer animated like chick with big titties getting like covered in like small goblin like babies.
Nah,
It
it's gotta
exists. You just
exist.
haven't found it. It exists. Rule 13.
Yeah, I find it hard to believe that it doesn't.
I look like not official like real people. No, I saw there was like some drawn pictures of villagers fucking.
Yeah,
All
that's
the-
it.
all
That's
these
what-
videos
that's
are
what
like-
people want, probably.
All these videos are like girl gets fucked while playing Age of Empires 2.
Oh god.
And it's like you can see AoE 2 in the corner.
You're looking it up right now.
Yeah.
Do you
Playing
think-
Age of Empires 2 while
Do you think
getting
they
her
green screen
ass
that, or do you
fucked.
think that they actually do it for each game?
For
They actually do it.
Well, I
yeah.
put up this
It would
game
be
so we can put
much
that in the title.
It would be way smarter to make one porno
Yeah.
with a green screen monitor
Yeah.
and then just put every
But it's
getting
not
fucked,
authentic.
getting fucked while playing Overwatch, getting fucked while playing Call of Duty, getting
It's
fucked
the
while playing
same sex
Fortnite.
tape every
It's,
time.
it's like
yeah.
a 1970s.
game.
It's like a 1970s porn, but they like update every single time. They don't even make a new one.
That's
so it's
like using the
yeah.
same expression for a thumbnail over and over again.
Yeah.
Like,
But no,
That's
it's
fun.
like I want real acted,
Mhm.
like villager getting fucked by priest, and he's like, you're gonna make me wallow.
Wololo. That's funny. There's this one porn. I've never seen it, but my friend Tryhard always mentioned it. He mentioned it several times for some reason. It's like a Stranger Things porn, except like this guy at some point like busts through a wall in like a Demogorgon costume with like a boner, and he just goes, "I'm a Demogorgon" or whatever, like that. He starts just boning somebody. Oh man, I've never seen it, but he's told me about it several times.
I was gonna say, what about fucking Orby and his cake fart shit? That he
Oh
always-
yeah, Orby loves cake farts.
Oh God,
I'm
know
a
what my favorite thing
Demogorgon.
is?
Ah.
that sounds hilarious. That sounds
I'm a Demogorgon or whatever. He's just got, like, he's in a costume except for his like erect penis.
And you guys are all of age, adults, and not a bunch of kids.
Right?
I love Stranger Things.
Oh god.
You guys watched? Have you guys watched Stranger Things?
I haven't watched.
Nah,
any of it.
not
I
yet.
watched the new season. It was actually a lot better than I thought.
Dekie,
I thought
you
it was
know
gonna
what?
be garbage.
You know, I was gonna tweet this. Stranger Things. What was it? Season 4, right?
Yeah.
I just watched that first because they did it in like 2 halves, and they just released the first half.
Yeah.
I watched the first half. That was the first season of a show I've ever watched where it started out fucking horrible and got better, and then like the last few episodes were great. That was like the first show I've ever watched where it, like at first I was like, this is fucking ass. This is horrible. I hate this. And then it kept going, and I was like, whoa, it's getting better. I'm actually starting to like it. So, because I remember you said that it sucked, and
Or 4?
yeah, the newest season.
It didn't suck.
Yeah, you said the newest season of Stranger Things fucking sucks, so there's that.
That's next
I don't
on my
remember.
list to watch. I just
Yeah, you
finished
said it.
No,
Ozark.
I was impressed that it actually wasn't horrible. It was
No,
actually
you
pretty
said it
good.
sucked. Okay.
Oh, God.
I'm not imagining this. This was on the podcast. You
Someone
said
go back and
it
get
sucked.
someone get the timestamp and video that he said.
And
it sucked,
I
please.
started watching it and I agreed. I was like, God, Dekie was right. This does suck. And then it just kept getting better. And now I thought it was great. That was fine. I'm kind of pissed off that everybody's like, I've been on the 80s music train for the last 10 years.
And now
And now
everyone's
all of a sudden, everybody, I love Kate.
Everyone's
Kate Bush.
obsessed with
I love
Kate Bush.
running up that
Yeah.
hill." I heard
Yeah.
it on my local radio station yesterday. It was playing Running
No,
Up That
it's
Hill by Kate
huge
Bush.
now.
And
All
isn't-
over YouTube, everybody's upset. No one's heard that song before because they're all
I know.
I
'Cause they're all
so
kids.
I read that she owns and gets 100% royalties for that too.
She's
she
rolling
doesn't-
in it right now.
She didn't have like a studio that takes 60% or 70%, which is what usually happens. She literally just like
Good
did it
for
all
her.
and owns 100%. That's what I read. I don't know if it's true.
Good for her.
So she gets
yeah.
like all the royalties, not just some company.
Yeah, I'm a little pissed. You know, I've been, I don't, not to be like, oh, I'm gatekeeping 80s music. All right, I'm a big fan, and if anything, I'm happy that it's. I hope people will expand out from Kate
He listened
Bush.
to it before it was cool. You know,
I hope people will just
Some
like
of the best
expand out
music
and
is from back then.
not to be those guys like, oh, music was better back then.
No, it was. I think so. That's like mostly what I listen to. stuff
Everybody
from-
says that though. Everybody says music was better back then. Kids who were born in 2010 are going to be going, music was better back then.
Well, I feel like they're just discovering like the 90s music or like our 80s is there like 90s and 2000s now because like time just like
I know.
you can only reach back so far for what's cool.
Honestly, I think that anything after medieval times music sucks dick. Like if you're using anything that's not
At the same time, I don't want to be that
lute.
guy.
if it's
know?
not a
Yeah,
lute, I don't listen to it.
right. I just genuinely do like that music more, but I think that like most of the music that came out in like the 90s and early 2000s was most of it was pretty fucking bad. I don't like it. I'll
but
gatekeep as much as I
90s
want.
alternative is like
I don't give a fuck.
a staple.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I just wasn't. I mean, like I like Nirvana and like early Green
Oh, you
Day
like
and all
Nirvana?
that
Name
stuff.
45 songs.
Yeah,
then.
Yeah,
name
right.
45
Nirvana.
songs in Nirvana.
I liked. I don't know.
I'm gonna buy a
I didn't
Nirvana
really listen to
t-shirt,
music then, so
even though I fucking hate Nirvana.
you know what it was? When I was growing up, I didn't actively listen to current music. That's why I couldn't tell you anything. Like I just listened to like I retroactively found music that I liked.
You listen
like,
to your
after.
dad's music.
Yeah, I listen to my dad's music or like
You know
Yeah,
how
when-
I discovered music?
I discovered Limp Bizkit on my own. That's about it.
I'm younger than Aqua by a little bit, but I listened to my older brother's music type
Yeah.
of deal. So it was like REM, old Green Day, Nirvana, that kind of stuff.
Also, like the kids I went to school with were like super gatekeepy already. They
Oh,
were like,
yeah.
no,
So that-
you got to listen to Metallica and like Pantera and like this and that. So
I found all my music
Rage Against the
on-
Machine that
on
was cool.
LimeWire, and it was usually labeled totally incorrectly.
Yep.
And I'd end up like, I'd go to download like Real Big Fish, and I'd get like My Chemical Romance labeled as like Where Have You Been by Real Big Fish or something, and I'd be like, wow, this song's crazy, but it's like a total different fucking artist.
Mhm.
That exposed me to a lot of music and a lot of like decrepit shit that I download like a movie or something, and it would be like halfway through it would be like
the Demigorgon porn.
I'm a Demigorgon. Order a
whatever.
Demigorgon costume for the Subathon.
Oh, God. I'm trying to watch Brave Little Toaster 2002 VHS rip, and halfway through, I'm a Demogorgon. Pulls out his I don't remember this in Brave Little Toaster.
Don't put it in the toaster. Don't.
That's the best. That's the best phrase.
I know. It's so funny. It really stuck with me. Oh god.
Ugh.
I want to see that, honestly, but I don't know what.
I'm afraid
I've
it's
never,
gonna ruin it though. If it's
Yeah,
not
I
as
know,
funny as I think it
exactly.
is in my head.
Yeah, I've never like actually searched for it or really tried to find it, but like I'm glad it exists, or like just the version that I was told
I'm
about.
just happy it's out
I
there.
find it entertaining. Yeah.
It's one of those things that your thought of it is probably funnier than the actual thing. So
Exactly.
you don't really
Yeah.
need to look it up. Yeah.
Yeah, it's funnier how it is. Word of mouth. Let's leave it at that.
Don't want to meet my heroes. It'll ruin it. You know?
Right, never meet your heroes. Exactly. My hero being that fucking Demogorgon guy with a boner.
You got a poster on your wall of a Stranger Things Demogorgon like stanced up with just a massive cock. I'm putting that into the fucking AI. Putting that in the Dolly Mini.
Demogorgon with a huge boner.
Yeah, Demogorgon with a boner.
Yeah.
You like leak your search history somehow on stream. Everyone's like, "What the fuck are you searching, Z-Chum?"
Hey, don't be ashamed of it. Go
Z-Chum's
for
got
it.
some interesting kinks.
There's a lot of those AI images of like Demogorgon on Ellen, and it's like really good. It's like the Demogorgon from Stranger Things, and it's like on Ellen's
On Tom
like, talk
Cruise's
show.
body.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
it's- But
Like attacking her like Tom Cruise did.
Demogorgon eating Ellen.
Jumping fucking chairs.
There's
and shit.
enough like source imagery of the Demogorgon that I think Demogorgon with a boner will provide me with in about 40 seconds with a usable image. So, I don't think I can.
Exciting.
I don't think I can put that on the
I
screen.
don't think
Oh,
that
I
could
did
go
it,
on the
and
podcast, sadly, but
It totally worked. Okay,
Okay,
that's
great.
awesome.
It's
Sounds awesome.
It actually
honestly.
turned his fingers into penises.
Wow.
That's incredible.
That sounds much scarier than the monster they actually used. Damn, I'd really run from that thing. Holy shit.
I'm a Demogorgon.
and then he also could turn into Spider-Man real quick. He wouldn't have to use his wrist. He can just use his fingers.
Spider-Man with a boner. Aqua FPS with a boner.
Oh god, no.
Let's not do that.
Luckily, I don't think Aqua has enough.
Now that's gonna be on like, oh god.
I wonder if there's enough.
done.
I don't think
I don't
there's
know
enough
if there's enough
pictures.
What about
sources.
Yeah.
Z-Chum with a boner? That would work too, guys.
Omid and I tried doing us
Omid.
just
Like,
as
yeah.
like
There's not
into
enough source.
the Dolly Mini, and it just there's not enough. There's a lot of people with the name Omid, and so it just came up with like a bunch of guys who look like their name could be Omid.
Yeah.
But Z-Chum came up with just like stereotypical nerd ass looking streamers for what Dolly like made for Z-Chum as its prompt. Bunch of fucking loser looking guys, pretty much. You know,
There can only be one real Z-Chum.
Z-Chum versus all of his AI equivalents fighting to the death.
Did we? I don't remember. Did we announce on this one that you guys better go over to Aqua's channel and see if we're live with the subathon? I don't
We
remember.
should
if we
talk
said
about
that.
the subathon because the
Did
day
we
this,
not during this?
I
thought
think
we
it might have
did.
been. I
It
don't
might have
know.
been the
It's
last
never
one.
gonna happen.
It's either the members or this one.
The day this comes out, a lot of people call it the Gamer Hole Subathon, but it's really the Creators Club Subathon because a lot of Creators Club members are there. Hexlim, Omid,
Everyone here in Hex.
Us.
everyone here, but it's really the Creators Club Subathon, but the Gamer Hole Subathon. But live on Aqua's channel right now, maybe the day this comes out. We're waiting for Tarkov to wipe, and no one really knows the exact date Tarkov wipes. As soon as Tarkov wipes, we're all going to King's house. We're all
I think
gonna
it's
hang
gonna
out.
be the 30th. That tweet that said 6:30, they put that on there twice. Like,
Right.
come on.
So
Yeah.
Did they
It's
have a
just
new
like the
event for today?
12-12 thing.
there's no event yet, I don't think, unless they announced it.
I think they're just like, fuck you guys, play nice, kids. We're getting this update going. Just fuck off and do something, okay? Here, go to labs for free. Just fuck off and go do something.
I think there'll be some events Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to really kill the economy if it wipes Thursday. But
I think they've already killed the economy. I think.
Yeah, but I mean, they'll kill it more. They'll do like free everything.
How do you kill an economy more when you can't even buy anything with money?
Well, they'll open it back up and then they'll make everything like dirt cheap for the last.
Pretty silly of me to spend my entire wipe collecting Bitcoin in that game and then sell all my Bitcoin the day before they make money totally fucking useless.
You should make everything like 5 rubles.
Right,
then I can finally like have a stream where I can afford gear.
I got one stream where I got to play all Chad gear and it was incredible.
I think they'll do that Wednesday.
I accrued so much good gear in one stream. I just went absolutely nuts one day.
There's some ammos out
beat
there
everybody
that just like are not fair.
Yeah.
There's like
you know what I killed everyone with? Flechette on like a drum mag Saiga.
Nice.
I was absolutely wiping out full Chad geared guys and like super easily.
There's some ammos that are just busted in that fucking. It's like incredible when you're not just ratting around like a dumbass. It's crazy.
There's a reason why people enjoy, being fully kitted out and murdering everyone.
Oh god, it makes the game so much easier. Yeah. Like I noticed that immediately. Yeah. Like no, this is why I've been sucking this whole time. I never have good gear. When you have good gear on, it really helps. It really does.
Turns out I just fucking suck.
Yeah.
But yeah, Subathon should be going on right now. Check Aqua's channel. If not, it should be soon. If Tarkov has wiped, we will be live pretty quickly after.
Yeah, you see that room behind Kings? We'll all be in there together on all the computers streaming. I am playing Tarkov together, taking turns playing Tarkov, progressing the account, and the stream doesn't stop until we at least beat Shooterborn in Heaven, or if the timer runs out, of course.
Yeah, of course. But I did buy some stuff. We've got more than just Tarkov. We've got pinball machines. We've got Z-Chum's contraptions to make us all go crazy.
I see a pinata on the door right there.
There's a pinata on the door.
The beanbag that smells like pee is still there.
King
doesn't smell like pee anymore.
Doesn't smell like pee anymore. Yeah.
Doesn't smell like pee anymore.
I'll be the judge of that.
Z-Chum literally was here. Also, by the way,
really?
it never smelled like pee. It smelled like it was in a fucking container, a shipping container, and it came over.
Of Venetian pipes. It was packaged with a bunch of...
It hung out in Italy for a bit with a Venetian pipe.
A bunch of lead Venetian pipes.
That could be it.
I set a record at my parents only have like a week left at this place they're renting on the water. I have gone fishing probably either every day or every other day, every now and then.
Look at this hat too. You're fully a fisherman.
I have
now.
fished every day. I even the neighbor has been coming out and like hanging out with me.
Oh, you're fishing again?
Yeah. Just like, oh, another perch. Nice one, Zach. Thanks, Nick. Just like,
how they biting today, Z-Chum?
I'm out on my little dock and he's out on his. They actually own the house my parents are renting, so they're like, the docks like connect, and I'm out on this one and he's out on this one, and we're both just like going at it. I caught 10 perch the other day. That's my record. I caught 10.
Wow.
Dude, I learned how to
go.
I let them all go, but he was telling me, he was like, you should just save them all and have yourself a big fish fry. Yeah. And I was like, damn, you can really just do that, can't you? It's just like free food in the lake.
If you like fish,
in the lake.
Yeah, it's just straight up free fish. You can just like pull it out.
Did he teach you how to gut?
Did he teach you how to gut them? My dad knows how to gut. And
okay, because it's not hard fish.
A filleting knife and a descaler. I haven't felt the urge to like eat the fish, like I do want to, but I haven't been I'm enjoying just catching them, but I caught like 10 perch and I felt like the god of the lake god. I felt like I controlled the fish.
You did.
What happened? The only thing that changes, there's like different ways to like bait the hook that makes the worm look like more appetizing to the fish. And as soon I was just like sticking it on there and then sticking it a few more times and casting it in, and they would always eat my fucking worm, and that was it. But then I found the expert's guide on Google to baiting a worm on a hook, and I started like doing it. The first cast out, I was like, let's go! go. Yeah.
Zicham made the Mona Lisa, but with a worm on a hook. And,
It is
and
incredible.
It works
A
A
perfectly.
work of art.
Yeah.
You know what I'm going to do immediately after this podcast? I'm going to go
Going
catch
fishing,
a
boys.
fish.
It's like plating in a nice restaurant, you know? You plate the food a certain way, you bait that worm a certain way,
Yeah, you
make it
gotta
look
get-
good.
Gotta
you
get that
sell it.
worm just right on the hook for
I
the
have a
fish.
whole
Yeah.
bucket of worms waiting for Zicham.
Yeah.
Presentation is important.
Presentation, worm presentation. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh,
Yeah, Dekie.
I'm trying to pop my sternum. It didn't work.
I mean,
Not quite.
Poppers.
I don't think you can do it unless you like fuck up your rib cage like how me and Zicham did.
I think you can.
I don't know.
Broken a rib before.
I think you
No,
need to
it's
work
not-
out
it's not
really
that.
and properly first.
Yeah, you have to work out wrong and fuck up your sternum, and then you can do it. And
You
then
have
you
to-
have to every once
You
in a
have
while.
to bounce a bench press off your chest because you don't know
That's
what
the
you're
key.
doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or lift weights the wrong way that are too heavy for you, and like, yeah.
My first bench press, I bounced it off my chest, and I'm
Wow.
pretty sure that. And then after that, I've had the cracking sternum ever since. So
Yeah, you shouldn't.
Mine just started when I was working out a lot, and now I haven't been working out, but still pop my sternum a lot.
Gamers shouldn't work out, I guess.
When did all you become gym gamers? What is this? What is?
I just stopped like 6 months ago, or not even a few months ago.
I'm about to get back into it. I went for 2 years straight, Monday through
Okay.
Friday.
I'm not going to the gym, but I'm losing weight because
That was the best I've ever felt in my life.
You got to
During
go out
like
and chop down some trees.
quarantine and like a year, maybe like 6 months before that, I was going like a few times a week. Well, during quarantine, I wasn't.
You
I was
could get
just
that
doing
rice
a prison
farmer
style
bod, Dekie.
workout.
You could do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, my
That would,
dream.
that would expedite it for sure.
Yeah, you've done the workout streams before.
Oh, those were
God.
great.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
God.
no, it was not.
He just-
yeah, I take it.
he
I
put-
did use. Yeah, I used
Yeah.
to go hard back in the
He used
day.
to go
That's
hard.
true. That's true. Now it's all just dietary, guys. Rice, chicken. Although I gotta tell you, man,
Hash browns.
I had cut sody pop out of my diet.
And
But
cucked.
now
Soda pop.
that I'm in goddamn New York, dude, it's been I've eaten Wendy's 3 times.
Ooh.
There's
every day.
There's so much other food you could have.
Yeah, I love you go to New York City and you're like, I want some authentic New York. Oh, Wendy's, let's go there.
But he's eating like the fast food he doesn't have access to in Mexico.
Exactly.
Okay.
Like
Right.
it's that I've looked up Taco Bell. I know where Taco Bell is. I'm gonna be hitting up Five Guys later today. It has just been like, fast food extravaganza. That
That makes sense.
Gotta go
Yeah.
find a Chick-fil-A.
It's not
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you're
yeah.
coming from somewhere else in the U.S. with all the same places,
Yeah, I know,
and then
it is.
yeah,
I had
It's all my off
I had a
limits.
Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich for the first time ever, just last week. And
Really?
I understand why people would eat those
it's
every
pretty
day.
good.
Yeah, I get it now.
It's pretty damn good.
I totally get that now. Okay, this was nice. All right, see you guys later. We should wrap. We
We
should.
have to wrap it up. Yeah, we've got people got things
We got
today.
things we have to do today.
Zichum's gonna go
Okay.
fishing. So
Whoa! I don't have to go fishing. I can stop anytime I want.
Decky's got more fast food to eat and
yeah.
more
I
of
do
the
have to
city
go
to
do
see.
a bunch of hard drugs that are very
So-
addictive. Though.
so
Decky has
yeah.
to pee in another building.
Thank you for watching. The Subathon's probably going on right now, maybe. So go check Aqua's channel or just check for updates on Twitter from any of us. We'll be talking about it. But hopefully the day this comes out, we're all on Aqua's Twitch and we're all starting the Subathon. So
Yeah.
go check it out. See you guys next week or at the Subathon. I don't know. One or the other. Bye. Bye. What's up, gamers? Thank you so much for watching this week's episode. We put a lot of work into these. If you liked it, consider becoming a member just by clicking the join button down below this video. Becoming a member will get you access to exclusive members-only benefits like a monthly live stream, as well as an extra hour-long episode every week on top of the main episode. Thank you again for watching. appreciate you. And as always, we will see you next week.